Hi everyone, Lisa here. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday, February 8th, 2023. I'm almost back home from my cruise. This is a pre-recorded video. I'll be home in another about 5 days or so. But again, I wanted to have a project for you. So I just want to remind you to share my video. This week's prize is going to be a package of the Tea Boutique DSP. So when you share my video, your name will be entered into a drawing, and I draw your name, or draw a name out of the hat of all the names, and they win a prize. So this will be this week's prize. So don't forget to share the video, and I will draw the names when I come back. And even if you're watching this on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can both share and your name will be entered. I check both places to see who has shared. And if you shared, let me know that you've shared. That way I have double proof that you shared. And a reminder that my project sheet is available to my email subscribers. So if you want the all the products and the step-by-step instructions to today's video, you will get them as an email subscriber. So I will add the link to join my email list on the top of this video for you. So I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's create. Here's our little bag that we're going to be making today. And inside our cute little bag, we have some, I'm not going to open it. We have a sanitizer and a chapstick. I had it glued down because of to take the picture. I mean, I could open it, but I'll show you. So we're going to use the Sending Support stamp set that you can earn during celebration. You spend $50 and you could choose this as your free stamp set. It has a lot of sentiments and I really like it. And this one I'm just putting my shoulder is yours. And so you can put a card inside your bag as well, and put maybe some days are harder than others, or sending loving thoughts and prayers. You know, just let somebody know that you're thinking of them and you're just going to give them a little goodie bag. So we're going to use, this one is the pillow box dies. I already pulled the dies out that we're going to use, and we're going to use the border dies, and I already pulled the one out from there. We'll be using the pastel adhesive back sequence, and we're only going to use one on our little flower there. I'm using the shimmer paper. This comes in gold, fresh freesia, and soft succulent, I believe. Is that soft succulent? Yep. Gold, fresh freesia, and soft succulent. And then we're going to use this metallic brushed paper. And this is Cajun Craze, Petal Pink, and Soft Succulent. So I pulled out the soft succulent piece, and then we're going to use some soft succulent cardstock. Let me get things out of the way. And we will start cutting. So on this piece, it's going to be 11 by 4. So we're going to go ahead and cut it down to 4. Let me get these out of our way too. We'll cut this down by 4 since this is 12 by 12 piece of paper. And then all we need to do is cut 1 inch off. So we can cut it off either end. We'll just cut it off here. Take that inch off, and now we have our 11 by 4 piece of paper. So on the long side, I'm going to get my scoring tool, because we're going to do some other scores, and I want to use the scoring tool for it. So on this long side, we're going to score it at a 1/2 inch, 2.5, 5 3/4, and 7 3/4. And we're going to score the short side at 1 1/4. Okay, so let me move that aside for a moment. So we can burnish these lines, but what we're gonna need to do on these two kind of smaller sections, this one and this one, this is the 1/2 inch. I can actually cut this, maybe so it'll help. We'll cut these like this. Cut this right off. We're gonna cut these up because these are gonna be our bottom, and our bottom. So there, now you can kind of see these two smaller. So what we're gonna do is, let me get my ruler and my pencil. And so on my ruler, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure, well, I guess we could go this way first. So from this score line in, we will measure at 1 inch. Then we're gonna go up 1 inch. So we can go that bottom score line and then 1 inch. And you can just make these tick marks, and then we'll do the same on this one. So my line up there, I'm gonna put this right below the score line, and then do our 1 inch there, and our 1 inch here. And you might want to go ahead and make a tick mark at the top too. So 1 inch and 1 inch. Usually I don't like where you have to pull out a ruler and all that, but for this one I want to make that the bag is going to go ahead and tuck in right. So this one we're going to go, you can line it up anywhere. I'm just lining it up here in the 2.5, and we're going to go down that score line to right here to that dot. And then we can do the same over here. You can line it up anywhere. So let me get in that 6 inch groove and then bring it down. So then now we're going to use our ruler again, and we're just going to go from this corner to that, and we can make a score line. Just rub hard with your scoring, and then the same thing, and line them up. And then we'll do the same over here. So I hope this is making sense. We're just gonna make score lines, and it's just to help, like I said, kind of pinch it in. And then we'll do another score line. Okay, so hopefully you can see it. It's kind of like a bag. You can kind of fold them if you want. It's just to kind of help pinch it in when we're gonna go to pinch in our bag. It's gonna go in. Just kind of helps it out. All right, so we can go ahead and add, let's just add some liquid glue here on this 1/2 inch tab. And then we'll fold this over so that it lines up right there. Ooh, I forgot to do something already. And this is optional anyway. I rounded the corners on mine. So if you have a corner rounder, which, where's my corner rounder? I usually do this before I would glue it, because we're gonna need these to get out of the way. And then just, you can round the corners. And I'm rounding the corners on all of them. But let's round our corners. If you have the trio punch, that has a rounder on it. This is, you could tell I have an old Stampin' Up corner rounder. And you do not have to round the corners. I just kind of like the look of it. All right, so where did we glue this? So there, we glued it here. So we're gonna make that our back. So this one will go over. So we're gonna put these two down, and we're gonna add a little bit of glue like here, here, just to kind of help hold them down. You know, for this being like a nice specialty paper, it's actually really not that thick. So you're probably not going to be able to put a whole lot of weight. And so I'm going to just put some more along the edge there. Fold this over, and we'll put it this way. So then now, let me see, let me use my pencil. And we could erase those dots. I forgot to erase the dots, but we'll just, so all that is stuck. So now, see, when we go to pinch, we have our lines there to help make those creases. Okay, so let me get that out of the way. Now we're going to use we need a piece of soft succulent. And it's 3 1/8. Am I right there? 3 1/8 by 3 1/2. 3 1/2. And so since this is the long side, we're going to score it. And we're going to score it at 1 inch and 2 inches. And then so this bigger section, we're going to go ahead and round those corners. Might as well have them all rounded. And then this, we'll just fold like that. This end piece, I'm going to add glue. I think I made a bag fairly similar to this not too long ago. And then we're going to attach this to the back. So line up your score line to the back. I think I actually made one for my kind of similar for my Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial. So this might look a little bit familiar. All right, and then this is just going to actually fold right over like that and tuck in like that. And there's our little bag. But we're not going to adhere it yet because now we're going to use those dies that I was telling you. We're going to use the, these are from the pillow box, and this is from the Borders. So for the pillow box, we're using that shimmer. I have the shimmer. And then I'm going to cut this one I won't cut, but I will cut the one, I think it's a 1/2 inch, I said. A 1/2 inch by 3 1/4. So there's 3 1/4. We're going to do the 1/2 inch. And let me get the cut and emboss machine. We can cut those out. And I just have a piece of shimmer here. This shimmer is really pretty. It's real pretty. I like the fresh freesia. And then this one, so what we want to do is we want to line this up to the points at one edge, you know, at the edge, just like that. And then we'll cut those. All right. Let's get the die out of the way. We are going to use this bigger section. Let me get this out of the way. And I'm going to pull up my scoring one more time because on this, we want to score it in half. So I think it's an inch. So I'm just in between 5 1/2 and 6 1/2. So that would make 6 to score it in half. And it's a little bit small, but we'll tuck that smaller section inside here. So we'll open this. We're going to put glue on both sides. And glue it right in the center like that. Just hold it for a few minutes or a minute or so. And there's our little, I couldn't think of the name of that. I keep wanting to call it like a lapel. It's definitely not a lapel. Couldn't think of the name of it. But there, and then now we're going to cut out using Well, let's cut both of these out since we're here. I got soft succulent. These are both from the pillow box dies. We're just gonna cut out this flower and this little tag. I didn't want to make this bag with like a lot of stuff on it. I just wanted a quick and simple bag just to put a few goodies in. You could throw some chocolates in there too, because who doesn't love chocolates? I know I love them. And I'd always be happy to receive some chocolates. Okay. So now our little flower here, I'm just going to put on with a glue dot. Put that right in the center of the glue dot. Did I get it in the center? And oops, I tore the paper. And then we'll just put it right in the center there. And then that's where our little adhesive back sequence will come in. We'll just grab a gold one. Oops. These things never want to cooperate with me. My fingers, I think, are too chubby to grab them by hand. So I should have my take your pick tool. But of course I didn't grab it. So that one's not even sticking. Oh my goodness. Let's try this again. I think when I pulled it, I pulled the backing off. Okay, so there. Now we have our little sequence on there. We'll get that one out of the way. So I'm going to use Evening Evergreen for the tag. And my Evening Evergreen looks a little bit light. I think I need to, I need to re-ink it. But I just put a lot of ink on there, so let's hope it shows up. See, I think I need to re-ink it. I used it for something, and I stamped a lot with it, and I didn't re-ink it. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and punch some holes in here. So you can use your take your pick tool. I'm just using this one here that I have. That hole might not be big enough. The take your pick tool will be bigger. And it's right here. So I'll just use that because we wanted it a little bit bigger because we want to get that ribbon through. Okay, so have you guys seen this trick? I think I've showed you before, and I can't find one. I tell you, oh, it's right here. So all you gotta do is use one of these flosser things that you get from the dentist. I keep these here. And where's our ribbon? We're gonna use the soft succulent ribbon. Stick it through there, just like, oops. Just like as if you were flossing your teeth. Like that. And then so we're going to tie this end in a knot. You know, why do things always not want to work when you're doing a video? So then just kind of guesstimate how much you want, how much ribbon you want. My ribbon scissors. And you could trim it when you get done. So we'll stick this one through the hole, stick the ribbon through there, pull it through, and let's straighten this out because I just made a mess of it. And you kind of figure out how big you want your handle. I still need to turn this, trying not to get out of the camera. But let's just tie a knot. And I think this ribbon's pretty long, so I'm gonna kind of put it down some. And we want to trim those. So that one can be trimmed already. This one will trim. And there's our handle. Oh, let's put our goodies inside. We got a chapstick and a hand sanitizer. And that'll go like that. I guess I needed to turn this one around a little bit. This does fit. I just need to pinch it a little better. I should have turned this. We can work it to turn. But here's our tag. And I'm going to use the gold out of the golden silver trim. Oh, and we forgot. I forgot something. Do you guys know what I forgot? You're probably going, well, what did she do with that rickrack that she cut? That's what I forgot. Oops. I am all over the place. But that's real easy. We can add it. Let's tie this, make our bow. It is so windy here today. Like super windy. We have all these high wind warnings. Today was garbage day. Everybody's trash cans were blown all over the place. I mean, there were some that blew like streets over. So there's our little tag. So let's lay this back down. And there's that piece of rickrack. So I was wondering, I kind of liked it down. What do you guys think? Do you like it up, where the points are up, or do you like them down? I'm gonna go ahead and do this one up, just so we can see. I don't know why when I did it, I was like, oh, actually I kind of like this down. Up's probably more, more the way it should be, but I forgot to add that. Like it's moving. Okay, hold it down, Lisa. Hold it down. Hold it down. So there, which one do you guys like better? There is our project. Actually, now kind of looking at it, maybe I like the one up. But there's our project, just something that you can give a friend. This does go tighter. Don't forget to share my video and be entered to win a prize. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you make it, share it on my Facebook page. Let me know that you're making these projects. I'd appreciate it. You guys all take care and have a good evening. I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.